Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rokal Kadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Stone rule well, and to the Aki around the falcons of the earth, preaching the gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai in sincerity and truth, diligence of mind. This brother Menashe DC camp, short lesson for the hopeful elect in these last days. Yep, in these days of turmoil. So, as you see on the screen, man, yeah, Esau's up to these old strategies, and the truth keeps coming out. So you see the title of this news video. It says the Japsine passport. It's not about controlling a virus, it's about controlling you. And that's a fact to the point. That's a fact that the man of the Lord can never deny. And that's exactly what these elites are pushing towards. All right, they want to they want to conquer the world. They want to conquer the elect. And the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, Ba'ashem Kadash, is not going to allow them to accomplish their goals. All right. So let me play this video real quick, and I get some precepts.
Hi, Sue Gray, lawyer from Nelson here. And last night I wrote a letter to the Prime.
Yep.
So with regards to this insidious vaccine passport, which is going to eventually quickly be parlayed into a international app, which would be your digital identity that will track you and trace you, everything you buy, sell, everywhere you go, every place you step foot in, it'll have a record of that held on a blockchain, accessible to the powers that be, whoever they are, through big data. And that's going to be administrated because humans couldn't possibly do that job. That's going to be administrated by AI. Okay, and that is the end game. That is the holy grail.
That's what these Edomite elites are planning to do anyway. So that's Patrick Henningsen from the 21st Century Newswire. And, as a man of the Lord, you're supposed to understand the dangers of this society, the dangers of these times, all right? The instability that's been orchestrated on the face of the earth. And, you just have to be aware of what's going on, okay? Both in the news media, behind the scenes, even among our people, all right? So I'm going to get a quick precept. It's going to be from the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17 to 18. Yeah, because these devils, man, they are desperate. They are desperate, to come against the gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai. And the Lord has something special, has a special judgment for them, and they're upset, man, all right? So Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17 says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Yeah, we're in captivity. So what nation are we going to depend on to deliver us? Our people scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. They're catching hell too. The UN is not going to stand up for our people. The so-called organization of all these Latin American countries, or organization of West African states, or whatever you want to call them, of African Union, they're not going to stand up for our people. So what do you expect? So it's a failed struggle when you're looking to these organizations to help our people. All right, and then verse 18 says, they haunt our steps, that we cannot go in the streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end has come. That's what it feels like. That's the sentiment, that our people have to experience in these last days because of the times of Jacob's trouble. All right? And you have to be, in tune with the sufferings of our people, whether they're of the elect or whether they're of two-thirds. You have to know, so that way you're able to understand prophecy perfectly. All right? And then you get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 46. You read verse 27 to 28. All right, so it says, but fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel. For behold, I will save thee from afar off, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and be in rest, and at ease, and none shall make him afraid. Yeah, so all these threats that our people have to deal with, man, in this society, wherever we are, man, whether it's in the Eastern Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere, those days are numbered. Our salvation is coming very soon, So you just have to hold on daily, man. You have to hold on to the gospel of Mashiach Yahushua. You have to hold on to this promise, all right? And not to give in, not to cave in to the pressures of the elites, all right? And it says in verse 28, fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, said the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, for I am with thee. I will make a full end of all the nations, whither I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure, yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. Yeah, so, the correction is coming. In fact, this is the correction we're already in right now. All right, a lot of people of our nation are going to go voluntarily head, towards their own death by taking that jab, and they're going to give in to the image of the beast. All right.
Of all of this, COVID is the pretext for it. It's the excuse for it. It's the gimmick. It's the gag. It's the scam. In order to get to that level of complete corporatized, transnationally corporatized control through a digital identity system. All of these, Microsoft is definitely in the lead on this, but there's a number of other people that are nipping at the heels and who are taking money along the way because it's a hot commodity for development and everybody wants in there. This is potentially a multi-trillion-dollar global industry, which is the social engineering tracking industry. Okay?
And the funny thing, when you're spiritually minded, you understand this has nothing to do with money. This is the struggle between the house of Israel and the house of Edom. Edom wants the birthright back so bad that they're willing to go for any deceptive practice, any deceptive tactic to turn our people against each other. The whole idea of divide and conquer, so that they could get the birthright back. But the Lord has already said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And there is nothing that the elites can do to change the will of the Heavenly Father, all right? The will of Yahweh, Ba'ashem El-Shai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, all right? So another precept will be Jeremiah chapter 9. I'm going to read verse 25, all right? So it says, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem El-Shai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised. Yeah, so our people that want to join hands with this system, they're going to get jacked up by the Lord, and there'll be no pity for them. That's the reason why, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord will persuade men. Okay? So that's why we have to remain steadfast, because the judgment of the Lord is not something to joke around with. So you have to be, in that sober mindset. All right? And then another precept would be from the book of Ecclesiastes. All right? Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. So it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Yeah, so our people, they haven't really seen the judgment of the Lord, all right, against them for partaking in this evil system of Edom. All right, and these Edomites haven't really tasted the judgment of the Lord on a vast scale. But you know what? Those days are coming. Okay, when the Lord unleashes upon the face of the earth His judgment, His wrath, then they'll know that the Most High is real, and the warnings that our people received weren't supposed to be taken lightly. All right, and then Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 12 says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before Him. And that's what it boils down to in the long run. It's going to be well with those that put their trust in the Lord. All right, so that's why we persuade our brothers in the truth, and our sisters too, to hold on, not to give in to the pressures of this world. All those threats you're going to receive on the plantation, that your employment is going to be terminated. Hey, let it be that way. The Lord will always provide, all right, because we have to walk through that valley of the shadow of death, okay?
It's nothing to do with controlling a virus. It has nothing to do, in reality, with controlling a virus. That's theater. Okay? Has to do with controlling you, the public.
I think you will get to the stage where it's going to be very hard for people to do a lot of normal life unless they can prove their vaccination status.
Yeah.
People have got to understand vaccination is going to be, in the end, your route to liberty. Normal life unless they can prove their vaccination status.
Yeah.
People have got to understand vaccination is going to be, in the end, your route to liberty.
You hear what Tony Blair said? That taking the jab is gonna be your route to liberty. Liberty from who? From a future slave. That's why you have to trust in the Lord, man. Don't fall, for the tricks of the devil, for the tricks of the weak, for the trick of the fraudster.
Nothing to do with controlling a virus. It has nothing to do, in reality, with controlling a virus. That's theater. Okay? Has to do with controlling you, the public.
I think you will get to the stage where it's going to be very hard for people to do a lot of normal life unless they can.
Everything. Here's the social engineering.
So they say it's gonna be very hard for people to partake of the system, partake in daily activities until they're able to prove that they've gotten the jab. So the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15 says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Yeah, so you have to tighten up. You have to, understand the evil deeds around the corner. Okay, what the elites of this world, the elites of darkness, have planned against the children of Israel, against the elect. and against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So you have to be willing to make yourself a living sacrifice, to stand perfectly, all right, to stand unwaveringly for the word of the Lord. You have to be a faithful witness unto the end, all right. So that was the point there, Akim, Abaratzer, I'll see you brothers in the kingdom, and it's going to be beautiful, man, when we overcome the evils of this world. Shalom.